Alright guys, Fula coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. I hope y'all are prospering despite all the BS that we got going on. So, I want to talk some hip hop. And I got two words. Big Sean. And I got another two words. Detroit 2. If you haven't tapped into this album already, I strongly suggest you do. You know, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Hit Boy has been on the tear. He really has. Okay? Detroit 2. Dom Kennedy's new project, which is very good and I recommend. And also Nas's new project, which is very good and I also recommend. But it's crazy to say this, but Big Sean is underrated. Big Sean is an underrated MC, but he be dropping jewels on this project. I mean, there's so many jewels he dropped. You know, the thing is about hip hop, you don't necessarily have to be like a punchline rapper that will make you say, oh, you know what I mean? Like, according to me. But if you're saying some real shit, then I'm gonna be like, damn, this nigga a real one. You know, if you're saying something real, then I'm gonna get behind you. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a punchline. And Big Sean, don't get it twisted though, Big Sean got the punchlines. I'm letting you know right now, he got them. You know, they're there. Okay? But he's just, with this album, with this Detroit 2, he really is trying to reach people. He really is trying to tell you some stuff. You know what I mean? And some of the content of the song, I'm going to just be honest with you. You know what my main thought is with some of the content that he has on his music is like, damn, I hope they do not kill this nigga. I hope they do not try to find a way to set this nigga up and kill him. Because he's dropping that kind of language. You know what I mean? He's trying to really wake you up. I mean, the thing is about this project is, since it's been a long time coming, it's a pretty lengthy project. It's, I believe it's 21 tracks. Okay? But he got 21 tracks of straight slammers. And the thing is that he does a lot on this, which is kind of like a bygone art now, is he has a lot of album skits. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I can really respect about this, is that, you know, he put a lot of skits on them. And even one skit, he had a comedian. And that comedian was paying homage to his dad when he was in Detroit. Now, one thing too, this is another thing too about this project. And this is an ongoing trend with rappers. You know, that this is not just Big Sean, but these are different types of rappers who do this. He'll have one song, and then in that one song, the beat will switch. The beat will switch up. He does that a lot, you know, in this project. And the thing is that with Hit Boy, he got some of the coldest, he sampled some of the coldest songs for this project. I mean, he even sampled We Gon' Make It by Jadakiss and Styles. I'm like, the first thought of my mind is like, this nigga did it. You know, and he made it sound so nice, man. The tracks that come to mind for me, you know what I'm gonna say, right? I'm gonna say Deep Reverence, because you know, the late great Hermes, Nip Hustle, Astrodome is on the track. And although his part is short, but he say a lot in this part. You know, the thing is, even with that small part, you can learn a lot from what he was saying in that part, especially about mastermind and mastering the grind. And Big Sean spoke a lot of language too in that too. So that's one of the tracks that come to mind. Another track that comes to mind that I really like too is Body Language. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm focused on my setting up some wealth and other things right now. So, you know, there's no significant other, but that language that was spoken on that song, boy. If you have a woman, that's the song right there. The thing is with Jean Aiko, like, man, she can sing, bro. I'm not gonna even lie, she's underrated even. But she can really croon. I like her voice, man. And that it just set it off. It set that track off very well. You know, that's a good track. I like that one. There's one with Dom Kennedy. The last track, I think, Still I Rise. That's another good track. I mean, there's a lot, bro. There's a lot on this album. And he's talking. He's like really talking some stuff. You know, Big Sean can rap, bro. He really can. And Hit Boy has been on the tear. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I can't. Okay, well, if I were to choose any flaws in the album, but you know, this, I can't really necessarily call this a flaw. But if I were to choose something that was kind of like not really, I wasn't feeling it. He do got a song where there's a dude mumble rapping, and I'm like, huh? Come on now, this ain't you. But it wasn't him doing the mumble rap, but he just put that on there. But other than that, out of four stars, this album gets 4 stars by far. I think honestly, this album is one of the best albums of 2020. You know, despite all the crap that we're going through, the pandemic and everything like that, if I had to choose an album, I would choose this one. You know, this album, Big Sean, 2020, very, very good album. There's been a couple of good albums 2020. And I meant to just be doing a review on them, but I've been like caught up with different things. But, you know, this Big Sean album, definitely. Okay? The Nas album, fire. Okay, Nas got a song with The Firm. And that just shows that the longevity, and that just shows that despite the BS in the music industry, that they still found a way to make something. Okay? Now, I'm just going to end with this. The reason why I call it the language is because, you know, there's certain rappers who talk, you know, and you're like, okay, cool. They're rapping, doing their thing, entertaining, you know what I mean? But then there's other rappers that you have to decode what they're saying. You have to really analyze what they're saying. Analyze what they were trying to say to you. Okay? And, you know, there's a couple of rappers who fall into that category. You know, we won't get any more of it, but Nip Hustle falls into that category. Okay? Big Sean falls into this category. Pusha T falls into this category. Trying to think of people right now. Who else falls into this category? Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole. all of these rappers, all these current rappers, they fall into that category of speaking the language, okay? Some people understand the language, some people don't understand the language, you know? Those who don't understand the language usually will say, hey, this is a hard song and stuff like that, but I really don't want to bump it that much. You know, those are the ones who don't understand the language. But those who do are definitely going to be like, damn. Like, what the hell did he just say? And they're going to keep on repeating what he just said. And another thing that they're going to keep on doing is they're going to listen to the music over and over again because they may have been caught up on one line of the language, but they miss another line of the language. Because the thing is about music is that music, you know, you can kind of look at music in an esoteric way. You know, music can kind of spark off something. Like, I remember, this one rapper, and I still mess with him, but I guess right now he's just behind the scenes, like ghostwriting and shit. But, he speaks a language too. His name is Ab Liva, okay? And he was from a group in Philly called Major Figures. Now, he said a line that pretty much, unfortunately, you know, it led to some things that, you know, I'm not too happy about, but it sparked a curiosity that kind of just like blew open my whole mind. But he said, mentors handy like they're Sandy Koufax. South American son, I'm bringing that blow back. And so I was like, oh shit. So what do? I start searching about the history of blow in South America and how deep the rabbit hole goes with this thing. How bankers have been involved in it. How it funded the Iran-Contra affair. How, you know, once the DEA left Bolivia and places that produce fish scale, the production actually went down. So lines like that can spark things, and you know, that's just it. It is what it is with the music, you know. That's how I listen to music. Yes, it's entertaining, of course, but it can also be education. And Big Sean definitely will educate your ass. But anyhow, go check out Detroit 2. I'm not a promoter. I'm just a hip hop head. You know, I like all the like classic niggas who value lyricism, and Big Sean values lyricism. I don't know. I hope what he's writing is his writing alone, and that he's not relying on a ghostwriter. But you just never know. You know, things are like that sometimes when people do ghostwriting, you know, or use a ghostwriter. But anyhow, man, leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Let me know what you think after you've listened to this, or if you listen to this. But Fula signing out. Like and subscribe. Njara.